I'm gonna let that music rock in there. Fuck it. All right, hit the button. I realize.
You don't own the rights to that music, bro.
What?
You don't own the rights to that music.
I don't care. I don't own the rights to this music. Whatever. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Night's gonna be a good one, baby. Little J. Cole, man. Yeah. Yeah. All right. All right. Let's go, baby. Welcome to the One Stop Podcast. Bruh. Come on back, bruh. Well, we talk sports and all that other shit. Hey, you know what? Hey, man, you know what? I was feeling that one tonight, bro.
Start early,
bro. I hold that one right there, bro.
Starting early.
Hey, man, I work my vocals out like I work my vocals out like Michael Jackson.
You know how sometimes you ain't got time for the bullshit?
Hey, man, you just walked up, bro. You just can't walk off the set like that, bro.
I can do that.
You gonna walk off the set?
I'm an adult.
All right, you know what? Next time you do the introduction.
I waited a long time to be an adult.
Hey, you know what? Next time you do the introduction, man. Hey, so
what's happening though?
What's up, though, Ram?
Not much, man. Not much.
Hey, man, we let a few folks down a little early, man. You know what I'm saying? We ain't been here in a couple weeks, but you know what?
Life happens. It has not been that long.
It's been.
We may have taken a week off. I think we took a week.
We took a week off, but you know, at the end of the day, we want to apologize for that. But we like to get this equipment out.
I'm not apologizing for taking a week off, people. I mean,
correct.
I ain't gonna.
Correct. I'm apologizing for us taking a week off. You don't care that much. It is what it is, though. But on the One Stop Podcast today, we gonna hit a couple topics. We're gonna talk about a few things. We're gonna get into what we getting into?
We're going to talk about Zion, for sure.
Damn, we talk about Zion.
We're going to talk about the Duke-UNC game that's happening March 9th and Saturday.
I don't know why we're talking about that.
We're going to talk about the Combine, how we feel about some of the guys that we watched coming out.
Some players.
Some good players. Some guys who had some good 40 times.
Things going down at the back of the NFL playoff race.
And we're going to talk about a little bit of free agency, man.
Yeah. You know, and then after that,
football.
After that, if you got a question, hey, it's a nice shirt. You know, I'm representing the Hawks today. You know what I'm saying?
Team, bro.
So you know what? I'm a sports aficionado. I can wear anybody's stuff.
Why? Because you're an adult, huh?
Because I'm a grown man.
That's what I'm saying.
I do what I want to do.
Out here adulting.
Out here adulting. You know what I'm saying?
Adulting in these streets.
Mama don't tell me what to do. I do what I want to do.
Debatable. So what's up, man? We want to go first with it.
I want to get into the Zion stuff because I'm hopping this real quick. The reason I want to talk about the Zion stuff early is because about a week and a half, 2 weeks ago, he blew a shoe. And in blowing the shoe, in my opinion, he might be hurt. Is he really hurt? How hurt is he? I don't know how hurt he is.
So do you think he should come back and play? That's the bottom line. The bottom line is he already missed, what, 2 games, maybe 3 games?
He's probably missed like about 3 or 4.
About 3 games?
About 3 or 4 games.
Okay. So what do you think? You think he should come back and play, or you think he should sit out?
I think he should come back and play. Because here's the thing.
Okay, go ahead.
I don't know. He never came out. He never spoke. Nobody from his squad or like his group spoke for him. Mm-hmm. And so nobody said anything. But it's like, what really happened? Are you still hurt? Because if you're still hurt, I legitimately understand that. But then I'm going to call you Greg Oden. Because I'm like, dude, that was
you're going to call him Greg Oden because he's still hurt?
Yeah, bruh.
How many times I tell you? Not that man body, bro.
I'm just saying. I seen Todd Gurley get out there and play with a bum knee.
You seen cats like do like less movement and have worse injuries than that. Like you see things that don't look serious,
right?
And then you come to find out later on that, oh man, he tore this. Oh,
exactly.
Like,
so we haven't heard anything. No. And granted, so I think that being in the NCAA, they don't get paid to play ball.
Exactly.
So they show up, they pack a crowd, you get $10,000 seats in the front. The president show up to the games. That's cool. I understand. I respect that. But why he ain't playing? I just want to know why he ain't playing. Like is he holding out for the tournament?
You know why he ain't playing, bro?
Why?
Mike Krzyzewski already rich.
That's why he ain't playing?
He ain't playing. But why play, man? I'm telling you, man. I'm not getting out there. You know how hard that kid played. You know how he'll dive in the crowd.
Right.
He'll like jump and go all kind of for loose balls, right? this kid really tears something, and then people keep saying he's a first round pick anyway. He's the number one overall pick
he's
anyway.
definitely top 5.
Says
top
who?
3.
If he tears something, if he get a Sean Livingston,
yeah, he'd be in trouble. He'd be in trouble.
You think he first overall? You think he might be first round? Somebody take him late first round, but you lost millions on that. It ain't worth it. Krzyzewski's already rich. Duke is already rich. They don't need him. Like they don't need him to make money. They may need him to win it all, but that's not his problem right now. He got to think about him and his family. So I wouldn't do it. That's just me.
Gator KP Banks. We see you guys there.
I wouldn't do it, man.
I mean, I you know what? At the end of the day, they call us fans because we're fanatics.
Yeah.
And we want to see. I want to see him on the court. Like I want to see what he can do. Now, if he ain't gonna play the rest of the season, shut it down. Duke will be out first round.
All I'm saying is, I want to see the kids. I watch the kids and see.
So the thing is, I didn't not that I actually need this to happen, but I just want to know why is he sitting? Is he still hurt? Like
they take precautions, bro. Like he might still feel a little pain or something.
They put him at day to day.
Yeah, so he's feeling a little pain.
So here's the thing: is he really feeling pain, though, bro? Like, because I get down to the point to where I'm looking at this, I'm like, is he really feeling pain? Because I looked at it, and granted, he did blow a shoe, and he probably, like, the worst case, like, scenario, and that right there, from my professional opinion, is that he probably got a mild MCL sprain, which takes about a week, 2 weeks to actually.
All right, and we both know he's 285 pounds, right? And we both know how hard he plays. Let's say he go up for a dunk, right, and slip. It's possible. Yeah. I'm not saying it will happen, but we can't say that it won't happen. Yeah. He go up and slip and pull a Paul George. Then what everybody gonna say? He should have just went here and sat out. That's why I hate people, yo. People's damning this kid because he's not playing right now. I'm pretty sure he wants to play, but I'm pretty sure his family's like, nah, we're not gonna do that. We're not gonna play.
I just want to know why he's not. Like, I mean, if they'd be like, you know what, we ain't gonna put the risk on the line. Shut him down for the rest of the season. Because if he come back for the ACC tournament or the NCAA tournament, that risk is gonna still be as great as it was in him getting hurt against North Carolina.
Look, for me, I don't think he should come back, period. But we both know he's going to come back during, if not this Saturday against North Carolina, he's going to come back during the tournament.
Right. So
now, how he looked during the tournament, I don't know.
So my thing is, if you ain't going to play, don't play. Because you're going to get that risk playing against Kansas State. You're going to get that risk against Gonzaga. You're going to get that risk against Middle Tennessee State. Like, you're going to get it against, Kentucky or like Louisville, like one of these big teams. So risk is risk. And all those games are free. So at that point in time, I'm just saying, like, is the dude playing or not?
Look, I know risk is risk. That's why I'm saying he shouldn't play at all. But again, we both know he's going to play.
So here's the thing. Do we call these regular season games meaningless games at that point in time?
For him, it is meaningless because Duke already lost, 2 games without him? There's a possibility they're not going to get a number 1 seed. And first of all, if they don't beat Wake Forest tonight, that's on them. They just sorry at this point. I mean, I don't want to hear nothing about they ain't had Zion. If they lose to Wake Forest, I don't want to hear nothing about not having Zion.
They still got 2 top talents.
They got 3.
3. Tyus and Cam and RJ Barrett.
They got 3 guys that's supposed to go in the first round. Loaded, right? Loaded. So I get it. Zion brings the defense intensities. I get it, but I don't want to hear if they lose to Wake Forest. I don't even know what the score is. They were tied when I watched it earlier. But all I'm saying is, I don't think the kid should come back. I think he should stay here. But I know for a fact, I know he's gonna come back.
You know what? Fuck that. I want him to come back. I want him to play. You know why? Because I don't want to hear these Dookies come out saying, we had Zion. I want him to get back. No, because
I don't care.
No, this stuff goes in. No, right. But this stuff goes into legendary long-term conversations for the next 20, 30, 40, 50 years. Like, we had Zion. We'd have won that one back in 19. I don't.
What, they up by 1 at halftime?
Yeah, they up by 1 right now at half. You know what? That's a different team without Zion.
I don't care, bro. I don't want to hear that different team without Zion.
That's a different. I'm saying, bro.
RJ Barrett's the number 1 player.
He's balling. I like him. I like RJ Barrett. I think wherever he goes.
Okay, so you got the number 1 player in the class, right?
Right.
You got Cam Reddish, who's top 5 coming in, something like that, right?
You got the number 1.
You got the number 1 point guard, and you got Coach K. And if you can't beat Wake Forest,
listen, bro, Wake Forest. Wake Forest got some boys on that team. We seen them play this season.
Man, they lost Georgia Tech when we went to that game.
I mean, Georgia Tech got some boys on that team.
Come on, man. Come on, man. No, I'm just saying. So if they don't win, especially if they don't beat Wake Forest tonight, so what are we saying about Coach K?
Well,
that gets into our other conversation. Remember the conversation we was having?
Which one?
About who's really the better coach when we're looking at it.
X's and O's and stuff like that.
If you look at Coach K, like he's been the coach the longest. Like he's been coaching longer than anybody, right?
Right.
So his record, you're probably not going to catch it.
Right.
But let's count rings within spans, right? Like
Coach K's got two.
From 2005, right? From when Roy got his first. What he gotten two, I think. He's gotten two, and Roy's gotten three.
Roy's got three.
Yeah.
And K's got two. No, he won 1 in 9.
I think he won in 10.
No, he won in 2009.
No, we won in 9.
Yeah, 1 in 9. Oh, right. He won in 10.
I keep arguing with you about this. Taria's won in 9.
Yeah, he won in 10.
All right, he won in 10.
And then
he won in 15 or something like that, right?
14, 15, something like that. Yeah,
one of those. I don't know. Somebody give us the answer.
I don't know.
But I'm telling you, that's why for me, I think Coach K is great. All right. But I don't see the hype on it because I'm sitting looking at the coach of North Carolina who's doing better. That's just me.
Yeah, but you still don't like him like that, though.
Nah, I'm not a fan of Coach K, man. I'm not a fan, but who cares, man?
You still don't like him.
That's not
and that's just it is what it is. At that point in time, I mean, he's not the worst coach in the league, and you can find.
But think about it. He got all the advantage you need as a coach, bro. First of all, he's your Duke. Now I ain't gonna say that because he built Duke. I ain't arguing that. I'm not taking that away from that.
Duke with shit.
He built Duke. Right. So first of all, you're Duke, right?
Yeah.
You are the Olympic coach. Mm-hmm. Now, how unfair is that shit?
It's kind of like Calipari being the national coach.
The national coach.
Yeah.
How unfair is that shit?
I don't know. He get him in there, but I mean sometimes.
Come on, man. Like,
but it is
not having an advantage.
So here's the thing. So. I mean, this is a little off topic right now. You know what I'm saying?
But we can go there.
If we get to coaches, and you put somebody like Gino in, who coaches women's basketball for Connecticut, you put Coach K in, then you put Calipari in, you put somebody like Tom Izzo in, and you get these guys to actually coach like NBA games, NBA players. What would that turn into? Like, I think that the only person that may do well out of all that is probably Coach K. And there's no shade to nobody else, but he's got that experience.
Coach K coaching what type of team, though?
Is he coaching like the
veteran team?
Celtics, or is he coaching like
a veteran team? Yeah,
or like the Charlotte Hornets? Or
I don't know.
Yeah, it's the Suns.
You know what I'm saying? I don't know, man. Look, again, I'm not hating on Coach K, man.
What up, Brown?
I'm not hating on that, man. I think, of course, he's a great coach, man. I just feel like all the advantages that he's been given and all the stuff he hasn't have to deal with, he should have more.
So sometimes,
and they should not lose to Wake Forest tonight when you got 3 of the best players in college basketball.
But I'm gonna tell you,
Coach K.
I'm gonna say that comes down to like losing your engine, though. And I seen this, bro. So when Kentucky this year we went to the NIT. We lost Cantor because he was ineligible to play, and the only cat that we had to make a push was Nerlens Noel. And so we lost 2 of our best players, one before the season and one at the end of the season while we was getting ready to make a push. And guess what? We lost at home to Robert Morris. And so Zion might be the engine that he go 110%. And so those other dudes might.
I hate this dude, bro. That dude I hate. Bo, bro. Yeah, bro. I'm done with you, man.
and those other dudes, bro, they might just not have that in them. Like they might like essentially be the best players, but they might be role players.
You Coach K, dog. You got the possible number 1 or 2 pick on the floor now because people. I know some people who still saying that RJ Barrett may go number 1. I don't believe it, but there's some people who still saying that, right?
I think
so. You got the possible number 1 pick still on the floor.
You got
a top 5 in Cam Reddish.
So
you
basically,
got the number 1 point guard.
You got 3 top 10 players,
dude. You Coach K.
And you why you can't get it done? The same reason. I'll tell you this why.
Give it to me.
The same reason Villanova made it to the championship. 2 years, last couple years.
What do you mean?
Because some of those dudes are just good. Like the talent that you play against sometimes, and they play it against each other so long. And I understand X's and O's And Jimmy's and Joe's are two different things.
But you coach K, bro.
And I understand that, but sometimes
you're the best who ever did college basketball.
I guarantee you when an NCAA tournament start, you're gonna run into some fucking buzzsaw teams this season.
Oh yeah.
That we was like, look, why is Nevada out there cooking?
Look, why
is Georgia State knocking folks off in 15?
We all know Virginia should have lost last year. But in the first round.
But here's the thing, right? But and what you get sometimes is some of these teams that play together for a long time, and so these guys know each other. Like they know everybody. And Coach K, in my opinion, he got Kyrie a few seasons ago, and then after that, he's never really had a ton of one and done players like that. This is first year.
He's had a few though, man.
But, right.
Justin Winslow. Right, Brandon Ingram.
But he only had.
He had Lou Aldane.
But he only had had one on the team versus having four on the team.
But though he was Tyus Jones' brother. What was it, Tyus Jones?
Tyus Jones, yeah.
Yeah, Tyus Jones. Like Tyus Jones. He had what's the big man that's in Brooklyn right now?
Okafor.
Okafor.
But here's the thing.
And he won a championship with him that year.
Yeah.
See, these are one and done.
So here's the thing. That he had two, but now he's got four.
It don't matter. But he got four of the most talented ones. But you making it seem like he got like a 3-star and a 4-star starting. No, he got four of the 5-star All-Americans, bro. Like, come on.
And I mean, that's hard. I think, in my opinion, like to deal with that much talent right there, sometimes people don't know how to do it. The only person I can see actually do it and they do a bad job is Calipari.
But I hear what you're saying, right? Some people don't know how to do it, right? But we talking about Coach K. We ain't talking about some. We ain't talking about the coach that's at Texas now, Smart. We ain't talking about Shaka Smart.
Right.
We're talking about Coach K, who deals with the Olympic guys, right? Who know how to do these one-on-one players who deal with them.
Right.
So I don't want to hear nothing about he don't know how to handle these type of players because that's what he's coaching the Olympics for. So
I understand.
Exactly, man. But we can move on from that because look, when I said Kate's point, I think Coach K is not that good of a coach right now. I mean, I think people is hyping him up more than what he is.
So you're riding on legacy?
He's riding on legacy. To me, I mean, look, what do you got now? Maybe, 4 or 5 rings? I know he got 2 with Grant Hill, Okafor, and I think, did he get one with Jay Will? He may have got one with...
he ain't got one with Jay Will.
I think they lost to Maryland.
No, I mean, before they won that 1 and 10, he ain't won one.
It was for a while, right?
It's been a minute. Yeah, it's been a minute. Nah, I don't want to get in that right now. I mean, that's a long. So
you got the 1 and 10, and you got the one with Okafor.
Okay, so yeah.
So
yeah.
That's what I'm saying, man. I ain't that hype on him, man. But that's enough on the college talk. We
ran 20 minutes. 20 minutes. Yo, man. I'm gonna tell y'all what,
man. Passion, man.
Y'all gotta tune into this podcast, man. We get into stuff.
We get a little upset, man.
This ain't your Stephen A. Smith shit. This ain't no shade to Smith, but
I mean, do we even have time to talk about the rest of the stuff?
Yeah, we do. Oh yeah, we can get some stuff tonight, bro. It's a fire one tonight.
All right, so where you want to go? You want to go combine with it, or do you want to go free agents with it?
I'm gonna go combine into free agents. Yeah, you shouldn't take it.
I was trying. It wasn't working.
Oh, at the top joint?
Yeah, I was trying to do it.
Man, I ain't got my boy in the joint, bro. Boy, get my way.
Yeah.
It is what it is. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes, I tell you what, we do stuff that most podcasts don't do. And one thing is that we record live.
Yeah.
And so we don't get to go back. We don't get to edit. Exactly. So we don't got time to take this stuff out. We don't got time to put the stuff and make it all pretty for y'all.
We're legit barbershop style talking sports.
Nah, we better than barbershop talk, bro.
I say barbershop style, man.
Oh, my bad. He said style.
Come on, fam.
Check my steez. Check my steez, baby.
All right, so where you want to go with it, man?
I'm going to go to this combine. I saw a lot. I'm going to tell you what. This draft right here is loaded.
You think so?
It's loaded. But it's
what position, though?
Defensive side of the ball is loaded.
I don't know, man.
Dude, those defensive linemen I seen this season, unbelievable. Clemson got 3 dudes in the draft. We got a defensive cat that ran a 4.3. We got The cat from Houston.
See, I haven't heard much about him, but
Oliver. But I mean, he's still is ranked. We still got Nick Bosa out there. But
okay, you know what? I think the defensive line definitely is strong.
Defensive line is nasty.
Because you got Nick Bosa.
You got Bosa. Bro, I mean, you got a lot of cats out there, and so. I can't remember all these dudes. I ain't gonna sit and act like I know all these cats.
No, but you're right. The defensive line
is loaded.
It's loaded. First rounds definitely should be. It should be interesting, man. It should be interesting.
And so I'm excited to see what's gonna happen, how it's gonna play out. But someone asked me. They said, "What do you think about DK Metcalf running a 4-3, and then you get this defensive lineman from what's the cat? Mississippi State? Yeah, Mississippi State. What's his name? You know his name. I don't remember his name.
Swap?
Yes, Swap. Yeah. That cat.
Yeah, that guy.
I'm going to tell you what. How's that play out? DK is a beast, in my opinion. Wide receiver-wise, I like him. He's a big body. He can go up. Now, can that translate to the NFL? I really don't know.
All right, so what I'm going to say about that is I'm not going to sit here and act like I watched a bunch of Ole Miss games, because I did.
I didn't, but...
But I've seen a game or two. And I don't remember him jumping off the screen saying, "Oh, that guy is legit." Now, granted, don't mean he can't. Don't mean he won't be now, because there's a lot of guys that we didn't pay no attention to that go on to be like legit. I mean, you running a 4.3 at 6'3". I mean, you're talking about a freaking Julio Jones, Calvin Johnson body top guy,
right?
That's running.
So here's the thing: if he can keep his head on straight, I think he might be okay. And so the sweet spot actually in the NFL draft, or for a receiver to be successful, is probably about 4.5, like 4.5. Like that's the sweet spot where you can actually be good. Like to be out there guns are blazing like that and you can't run a route. You like look at John.
That's the thing too. See, I don't know exactly. I'm glad you said John Ross.
Don't be John Ross.
John Ross is not as big as this guy, but he can't run a route.
Yeah. And so that's the issue. Like that's speed kills.
Yeah. And you
speed kills.
You be on punt returns, you can do sweeps, you can do
you do jet sweeps. I mean, you can hit a curl route.
You can do whatever.
You do all that stuff. But here's the thing. If you want a longevity route, in my opinion, I want my receiver to be Calvin Johnson. I want him to be like, and I say Calvin Johnson, he's a big body that can go out and get the ball.
But he can actually know his routes too.
Exactly. I mean, as much as Antonio Brown's been doing his shenanigans, I like Antonio Brown because Antonio, he can run a route really good. And I mean, sometimes I like my dudes to be straight up fucking Marvin Harrison, baby.
You ain't gonna always get the deep ball.
Right.
You know what I mean? Especially if the defender know that that's what you do.
I mean, there's only a few cats I've seen able to like control the deep ball. Randy Moss?
Yeah, right. Look, see that's the thing. It ain't too many Randy Moss. That's why it's only one Randy Moss, man. There's only one guy who can take the top off like that.
Now can DK Metcalf be Randy Moss?
Look, man.
I'm gonna go with no.
I would love to see another great wide receiver like that in my lifetime.
Here's the thing. I don't think we're going to see one. You can tell you who he is right now?
Who that?
He's probably Odell Beckham, but he's on a terrible team.
Oh, who's Odell Beckham?
The next Randy Moss.
Okay.
Like, you know what I'm saying? So Odell Beckham, he can take the top off. He can run routes well. Like, he's just fucking a freak of nature, but his head's not where it needs to be at. Like, he's got to get out of his own self.
Come on, but think about what he's been able to do with Eli.
Right.
Like none of us can take Eli right now.
I got Eli week 18.
No, but he got to get you there. Though.
Yeah, he ain't gonna get you. He ain't gonna get you week 18.
Get you there though.
Hey, I tell you what, I got Dak regular season. I got Eli. It's no shade to Dak.
Eli in. Eli in.
Shit just happened with Eli. Well, I don't know. Peyton Manning might suit up at him.
I get look. This was like hockey where you could just sub somebody in real quick.
It don't work like that.
It really don't. But I want the guy to do well because look, I see how emotional he was after he ran the 40,
right?
And he realized his time, and he realized like that's the difference between him being a second round, third round pick to a first round pick. Like that's awesome, man.
And I'm gonna tell you what.
Yeah, we don't need him.
We argued about this. This was off the air a long time ago. Like, well, in fact, this past weekend we argued about speed, and we argued about how these cats are GMs actually GMs get to the point where you just drafting players because they burn fast. And so the fastest player in NFL Combine this past weekend was the the safety from shit. I want to say. I think it might have been Ole Miss.
Was that the guy who ran like a 4.33?
Yeah, he ran like a 4.33 or something like that.
Yeah.
Dude, he fucking sucks. No, he sucked. No, his name is Xavier Woods, Zachary Woods, something like that. Z Woods. I'm gonna call him Z Woods because I don't remember his first name. But he sucks. I'm gonna tell you what. I watched him play. This game right now ain't an in the box safety kind of guy. Like you ain't got a John Lynch, you ain't got a Rob Woodson type safety like that. That's gonna come down and pop you from the safety stop. Like the last one of those dudes was, in my opinion, was DJ Swearinger, like a safety that can actually play in the box. And so this dude, he's got burners.
Okay.
But I watched him in coverage. Fuck, man. My grandma in a wheelchair can run the back. Like, bro, you can't stick nothing, but I guarantee you, he's going to
the
move
last defensive back that I saw, that I saw in college, that I knew he was going to be good on the next level. What's the last one you saw? I can tell you the last one.
The last one.
I looked at him and I was like, yo, I heard him talking about him, and then I saw him on the field, and I looked at him and I said, he's different.
Darnell Bing.
Boy, he's like, I'm going to get my battle rap. No, for real, man.
Captain Mullen.
Really?
Yeah, my bad.
Dog, if you had a college team, I'd call some of your players out, but you ain't got one.
Right, you know what I'm saying? The last
defensive player you looked at was like, well, defensive back.
Last defensive back I thought that you saw that was like nasty.
That you saw in college, you was like, yo, he gets to next level.
I'm going to tell you what, my guy was actually Tyrann Mathieu.
Okay.
Tyrann Mathieu was my guy. I was like, yo, he gets to the league, he gonna shake some stuff up. And he's been a little sketchy, but he's been serviceable.
Yo, mine was Eric Berry. Was Eric Berry?
Eric Berry?
Chiefs. When he was at Tennessee, at this when Lane Kiffin was coaching Tennessee.
Yeah, he's nasty.
Man, I saw him on the field, bro, and I saw the way he was attacking the ball, the way every time they threw the ball to him, how the receiver had no touch. I'm talking whether it was a fast receiver, big receiver, just couldn't move him, bro. I was like, yo, this dude is gonna be the truth. Last guy I saw. Made me want to be a talent scout.
Bro, it's still available. You can do that, bro.
Nah, man, I got things to do.
Bro, you can do that, bro. You can do that. Listen, I know people.
Too many people might want to hire me. You know how this goes, man.
Listen, I'm gonna tell you what.
I ain't got time for all that.
When you right, but when you get down to the talent pool right now, or even folks that's evaluating talent, in my opinion, they all suck.
No, you know what? This year though, you got to pick a college team.
No, I don't.
No, you have to.
No, I
because it's not even fair to argue college sports with you because you don't have a college team.
I got Clemson.
No, bro, you can't.
What the fuck? You just told me pick a fucking team and I did, and then you told me I can't have them. What?
I gave you Ohio State. You can have them.
I don't want Ohio State.
But one year you were Ohio State. One year you down Ohio State.
Yeah, one year I was like Alabama.
You can't pick teams that's been in the championship. Like you can't come the next season and be like, I want the team that just played in the championship.
That's stupid.
Bro, you too old for that, bro. You can't do it when you're in your 30s, bro.
Bro, who are they arguing college football with me?
Dog, everybody.
They be losing.
You got a whole group that argue with you.
They be losing.
Stressing you out.
they be taking them L's too. I don't even know why they try.
No, for real. Bro, you got it. Matter of fact, rule is, I'm not arguing sports or college sports with you until you pick one.
Bro, you're not gonna sit there and give me an ultimatum.
That's what it is.
Bro, since you know me, I ain't had a team.
Nah, bro, you gotta grow up.
And so guess what?
You gotta grow up sometime.
No.
You gotta grow up sometime, man. Pick a college squad.
Nah.
Pick a college squad or don't talk college football.
Still got mama's titty in my mouth. Little baby out here.
Y'all, world, if you're hearing this, if you're listening, do not talk college sports with this guy until he gets a college team. You ain't got time to deal with it.
Roll damn time.
Nah, bro.
You can't. So you want me to pick?
It's rules to this,
I can't pick Clemson.
No.
I can't pick Bama. I can't pick Bama.
You can have anybody else.
I can't pick Ohio State. They won a championship.
No, I say they can't be in like this. Because you always pick the cats that just been in the championship.
So? That's smart.
You can have Ohio. You can have anybody else besides those first two.
Nah, I'm going to be honest, bro.
Go back to South Carolina. That's the first team I saw you root for.
I mean,
then it was West Virginia.
They're a homer. That's a homer team. But here's the thing. When you get to this point right now, I watch so much college football. Like, I can't pick a team and actually root.
No, it feels better when you loyal to the squad.
I can't.
Don't it feel good when Kentucky wins?
That's different,
Don't it feel bad when Kentucky lose?
Bro, that's different.
You need that.
Totally different.
You get those characters.
No, I don't. No, I don't. I look at these games, it's like a one-night stand, but like, she's
it
gone.
builds character, bro. You need that in your
life. It's like either I perform or I didn't. It's what it is. It's simple.
I gotta keep checking on this Duke score because if Duke loses this game, it's gonna be a bit. I don't think they are.
Right? No,
They're not. Those dudes, they had 49, they had 39, 49. They're still there.
Nah, I'm gonna hold that. That's only a few points, but let's before we wrap this thing up real quick. Let's get into this. What the hell's going on in LA, bro? Talk about your team. You always ask me, what about your team? Tell me about your team. What's going on in LA?
You see me didn't bring nothing about Lakers up, right? Think I want to talk about this?
Well,
man, I don't want to talk about this, man. I don't know what's going on, bro.
Well,
we're not making the playoffs. Simple as that. LeBron's not gonna sit because he got to get his points. He got to pass. He got to pass these cats some points, man. So I'm not mad at him for that. All right, but we're not making the playoffs. This has been a sad year for me. I'm not happy at all. I thought at least we'd make the playoffs. We got caught up in the whole trade stuff. Just let me have my moment, man. Just you want to talk about it. Just let me out.
Nah, go ahead, bro.
Okay. All I'm saying is
we're not making the playoffs.
Go ahead, bro.
No, man, you cut me off.
Whatever. Go ahead. Run it again.
I'm done.
Go ahead, bro. Go ahead, man.
I'm done.
Bro, go ahead.
We're not making the playoffs. We're done. Next season, we'll see what happens. But I said from the jump, I didn't want Luke Walton. I wanted Mark Jackson as the head coach. I said from the jump.
Y'all about to get Ty Lue.
No, bro. I don't want Ty Lue either. I want Mark Jackson. Like I keep telling them, I want Mark Jackson. I'm going to go to LA and I'll put my hands on somebody. I don't know who it is. Might be the ball boy. Might be the janitor. I don't know. But somebody will get their hands put on them. Because I want Mark Jackson. But Mark Jackson going to cost so much money.
You sound angry, bro. You sound angry.
I am, man, because I've been asking for Mark Jackson from the beginning. But Jenny Buss ain't listening.
Jenny don't fuck with you.
You don't know that.
Jenny don't like you. I don't like you. Squad don't like you.
The world don't like you.
I'm just saying, though. Like, here's the thing. Mm-hmm. So what's really going down, like, NBA, like, I mean, so is LeBron really, like, is he, like, signing out for, like, in April? What's it to do in April in LA?
Dog, he's going to be making movies. First of all, if anybody got a lot to do, LeBron, that's probably what the problem is right now. Yeah, you're making average 2 changes.
LeBron said, I took 16 games. I should have took 4 games off, came back. I know I'd have won, like, 4 of those games. We'd have been, like, 5th right now in the goddamn.
LeBron got too much to do, man. Look, that's 10 episodes of The Shop right there. You know
that's what it is?
Yeah, 10 episodes of The Shop.
Are they drinking wine and shit?
He might film the whole Space Jam joint. Like,
that's your boy issue?
It's easy for LeBron, man. What he gonna do when don't make the playoff? A lot.
A lot? Oh, he got things to do.
Yeah, man.
I got things to do.
LA, man. He chilling, man.
Yeah.
He all right, man.
Nah. I'm gonna tell you what, we didn't talk about this, but I actually want to roll back into this. NFL free agency, franchise tags, how franchise tags work, should they work, what should happen with them? Like, I'm gonna tell you, like, that whole stuff is a little weird to me. Like, no other sports can you tag a player. Like, this shit's real slave mentality in some degree. Like, there's no other sport where you can.
You going there, huh? You going there?
Bro, I'm being real, bro. Okay. There's no other sport where you can tag a player. And then you say, you know what? I'm going to give you, let's say, $15 million based on your position. And if you get hurt, you're screwed. And then they say at the end of the day, we don't want to give you a guaranteed contract for a long-term time. So which means that if I tag you for 2 years after you did 4 years of your recommended joint at 29, 28, you're done. So pretty much you can get a star player at 23, 24 because he's got 3 years of college. Mm-hmm. At let's say 22.
I get what you're saying.
At 22, he goes in the first round. Bam. After the first round, he goes 4 years for your organization. You can pick up a player option, which pays him 20% of the average of that position that's being paid. I think so. So he goes from 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27. You can franchise tag him for 2 years, which puts him at 29 and say, we done with you. And then you probably paid him about $50 million, and you be done with him.
But what I think is, I don't think you should be able to, even if they want to keep the tag a player or whatever, which I think is ridiculous, you shouldn't be able to tag anybody.
Yeah.
If they got a free agency
coming up. Bro, they tagged the fucking kicker.
I said, if you got a free agency coming up, you should be able to lead. That's what free agency is about.
Right.
But I definitely don't think you should be able to tag a player twice.
Right.
I don't think so.
I'm gonna tell you what I think should happen. If NFL, if y'all hear me out, if they want to take control back of what's going on in the league, they legit have to sign shorter contracts with clauses in it that actually allows them to get out of the contract before they turn 26, 27.
Allow who to get out of the contract?
The players to.
Okay.
And so here's the thing. You can get some of these guys, even in their initial contract, be like, well, I'm not going to sign a 5th-year option with you if I'm a rookie. You got to bang on yourself. You got to bank on yourself at that point in time. But also, you got to say, I don't want to be with this team in a long-term time. Like, imagine somebody like Aaron Rodgers or Larry Fitzgerald.
The bad part is we know how the NFL is. Like, the NFL is set up where
it's not for long.
It's that exactly, and it's set up where the owner's going to have control for the foreseeable future.
And so, but here's the thing.
Because it's not enough outlets for the players to actually do things.
So imagine if you can have more parity in the league. The only reason New England won, they've been to 6 Super Bowls, or Tom Brady's won 6 of them, is because of these rules that's already put in place. Like, imagine if the Dolphins could say, you know what, we're going to bring somebody in like Ben Roethlisberger. I mean, just anybody. Are we bringing in Aaron Rodgers? Are we bringing in, the next Russell Wilson or somebody that wants to move to Miami, or they want to move to Texas because there's no taxes right there, and say, I'm going to load up with 2 or 3 of my homeboys on one side of the ball, and we're going to score 35, 40 points a game. And so what we got to do, or what players got to do, is figure out how to take their control back to some degree. I'm not saying that the players should have all the control, but
I just
clearly you can see somebody's career.
With the NFL, I just don't see it happening, man. It's just unfortunate.
So
I really don't.
I'll tell you what up, Marley? So we talked about the CBA that's going to actually happen in like 2020, I think 2021. The players going to have to actually lock out in that, and they may have to sit out a season.
But the difference is it's never about the upper guys who got the money.
Right.
It's all about these $200,000 players and stuff like that. They can't afford to mix them checks. You know what I mean? And you have to think about them because those are guys who blocking for you.
So here's the thing. If he's making $250,000, he's already in the upper 10% of salary. And so, like, granted, right. But here's the thing. So here's the thing. You can make $250,000 and be the last player on your team that's coming off the bench. That's still more than 95% of the people are actually making in this country in 1 year. So here's the thing. So granted, if you want to go back to Albany, Georgia, and like put on for the fan and a Maserati.
The thing is too, like these cats that's making that $200,000, that's not where their mindset is at. Like their mindset is like, I should be making millions.
Right.
So they come in spending like they got millions because their mindset is, yes, I'm making this now, but I'm projecting in my mind to make millions.
Right. So here's the thing. If you get outed in 1 or 2 years with a team, and then nobody else picks you up, or you get outed with a team in like about let's go 4 years, right? You get outed with a team in 4 years, but you had an option to say, I can control where I want to go at because I know the situation fits me. Whether it's offensive philosophy, defensive philosophy, coaching style, like you see what I'm saying, these types of things, that actually puts you at an advantage to be a better player.
Yeah.
To be in a better situation. You'd be like, you know what? New England drafted me, but this shit don't work for me. I do better in Minnesota because I actually know the coaches. I know what they're running there. Yeah, I can actually be
an asset. Different too because.
And I'm not saying New England like that.
They're not gonna keep you. Like,
right, but I'm also saying, like, I'm not saying New England, but I mean whether it's Dallas, whether it's the Raiders, whether it's San Francisco or the Chiefs, but in 2 or 3 years, you'd be like, you know what? I'm out this contract. I'm good. I'm going to find a team. I'm going to go somewhere where I know the situation or the system actually fits me. I can load up with some of my boys.
Most of these cats, anyway, after 3 years, they're out of their contract. It's only those special guys that.
But I mean, imagine a guy like Antonio Brown right now. And so he's had to literally curse the owners out, say, fuck my quarterback.
He signed that contract, though. He signed it.
And so.
It's not like he's on his rookie deal.
So check this out. Everybody across the board in every sport signed contracts.
Yeah.
So NFL, NBA, MLS, MLB, whatever it is, all their contracts are guaranteed.
Yeah.
Except for NFL.
Yeah,
and so they play the least amount of games. They got no guaranteed contracts.
No, I do admit. I think for a guy like Antonio Brown, right?
So
I think he should get traded if he wants out of there, right? They should trade him or whatever. But I do think it's at their discretion on where to trade him. Now he's gonna make his money whether it's with Pittsburgh or somewhere else. But for me, he signed that contract. But as a professional, if Pittsburgh wanted to keep him, they should keep him. But
right.
They want to give him away and get something better, they can do that. The only way I don't like stuff like that if it's college. That's the only way I don't like stuff like that if it's college.
What makes it different? They get paid for nothing.
Because college don't get paid.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying. College, you sign a letter of intent to be a student athlete. To be a student.
To be an athletic student.
Exactly.
Yeah, right? It's different.
You get paid
to be an athletic student.
You sign that contract because they're going to pay you millions. You know what I mean? To be with that organization. I ain't say you got to be stuck with that organization for life, but if you sign like a 6-year extension, don't come to me later and be like, all right, I want out in 3. You better get me out of here. And I don't care what you get from. I don't care if you don't get nothing. If they don't get what they want, I'm not opposed to them keeping Antonio Brown, even though I'd rather him go because he don't fit well with them.
So basically, you're telling me that NFL players need to write better contracts.
Oh yeah,
and they need to write contracts where that they can have options like. I got a 2-year option with you.
We all know the CBA in football is one of the worst.
It's terrible. So here's the thing. And so the only way that's going to get better is they might have to sit out a season or 2.
It's not happening, bro.
Bro, they're going to have to.
Who's more flashier than a football player?
Who's somebody that ain't got a mask on their face and ain't getting fucked on the side?
Who's more flashier out everywhere, on whether it's the gram or any social media?
It's NBA guys.
No. More flashy than football guys?
Yeah.
Name a guy in the NBA that's more flashy than Antonio Brown.
LeBron James.
More flashy.
You said
flashy, like trying to stunt their money, like need the jewelry and the cars and all that stuff. Like Antonio Brown brings himself to a practice.
So I see what you're saying.
You know what I mean?
I don't, not a lot, but you know what? Because they got helmets on their head.
That's what I'm saying though. So that's why they're not going to sit out. Not only because they want the money,
but here's the thing.
Attention too.
If you 52, 53, 50 on the roster, 48, 53 on the roster, you should probably be like, I might need to actually figure out how to manage this money a little differently because I'm making league minimum, which is like.
You know what? This is what they can do though, right? If it comes down to a collective bargaining agreement coming up, right? And you're say 52, 53 on the roster, right? You got the XFL and the AFF coming up.
So you going?
I just leave and go there and be like, just go there because the AAF and the XFL gonna let you leave anyway if the NFL opportunity comes up. So why not just sign that contract with that and get that? You ain't gonna get probably as much money you're gonna get, but you get some bread and get ready to play. That's what I do. That's just me.
Yes,
you got a little bit of options now, a little bit.
Yes, it's some stuff with that. I mean, I figured it's gotta be a little different though. I don't know. They got to figure that shit out. I don't know. At any rate,
the sad part about it, I don't know if they ever will.
But. I mean, because here's the thing. I'm looking at my team, and we got a guy that's a double-digit sack leader, and DeMarcus Lawrence, and he's a hell of a player. And you get to the point, it's like he's like, I want to get paid $20-21 million. I've done everything that I could do to be paid this.
He's gonna get it for 1 year on the franchise tag.
Right, but guess what? If you go out there in game 3 and actually blow an ACL, guess what you get next season?
Yeah, you ain't gonna get that for sure.
Yeah, nah. They're gonna call him damaged good and they're gonna say you over the hump.
But dog, you ain't saying that about Zion though.
Cause he signed up for free. You know he signed up for. He tells that do that shit for free.
Yeah, but I tell you, you ain't consistent, man. You're not consistent. For Lawrence, you want him to get paid.
So here's the thing.
Because you're afraid. No, bro, you so inconsistent, bro.
I got one question.
Go ahead, dog.
Could Zion go to Europe and play 1 year in basketball?
Yeah.
Okay. Could he get paid for it?
Yeah.
Okay. All right.
But dog,
that's not what he signed up for.
But we all know that's what his best option.
Well, sounds personal.
But you see how I caught you on that, right? You see how I caught you on that, right? Come on now. You see how I caught you on that, right? Because with Lawrence, you like, yeah, this man deserves the money. He got to get this. Like we should, because he could tear this. But with doggone Zion, you like, man, he should play, man, because, I mean,
he signed up for free. You know what he signed up for. And so here's the thing. If you sign a 1-year contract.
This is a man with no attorneys, no agents, just have to go to college. You talking about a man who got all that.
I tell you what, if he signed a 1 year, listen.
You are something else.
Listen, if he signed a 1-year contract, he's getting into.
You are something else, bro. I'm done.
So what Zion signed? Did Zion sign a 1-year contract?
He
signed a free.
He signed up to be a student. Bro.
He signed a free.
Athlete second.
He signed a free.
Hey man, listen to this, man. I'm done with you, man. Cause you know you.
Bro, where you going?
I got you in that, bro.
Bro, where you going?
Bro, cause you know I'm right.
Bro, you leaving?
Bro, you know I'm right.
Bro, you stupid. You're not right. You stupid.
You know I'm right, man.
Bro, so you telling me,
dude, you are for DeMarcus Lawrence get his money, and then you gonna come for Zion saying he should play?
I'm just saying he signed up for that contract.
There it is, man. All right. Hey, man, thank you guys for joining us, man, One Stop Podcast. Don't forget to subscribe to the YouTube channel. Follow us on Facebook here. We got a Instagram as well, the One Stop Podcast. You can also follow our personals. I'm for Derelevant on Instagram. That's the number 4, Derel, Derelle. Is yours still Jess Bono?
Just Bono, bro.
Yeah.
I'm JUST.
Just Bono.
Just Bono,
you know
bro.
So
simple.
Follow us, man. We're out here having a good time. We'll be out and about. We'll be out this weekend doing some things, having a good time. One Stop Podcast stuff.
Nah, I ain't doing nothing.
But we out here. If I'm out here, we out here.
Nah.
All right, man. So we appreciate you guys for joining us.
I tell you what, we're going to record for like another 3 minutes because I'm not cutting this thing off. I'm going to be honest about it. I'm not cutting it off. It's acting a little weird. So if y'all see some stuff that just happen, it's just stuff just going down.
I just picked that we're going to do it for like 3 more minutes.
Because at that point in time, I figure out how to shut it down.
You're just saying like 3 more minutes. Like,
shut it down,
you said 3 more minutes like it's a timer on it or something.
I mean, it's not a timer on it, but I'm just looking at it. I figured,
You sure, man?
Yeah, I figured something.
You don't know what you're doing.
I mean, that thing sounds
I feel like you know what you're doing, Playboy.
I do, yeah.
How do I
say goodbye to what we had? Tell me, man. The good time.